Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello, welcome to
Americana.
We cannot, every time, you cannot say it
know.
that way without finishing it.
I know.
The
You're
rest
right.
of the way.
It's been fucking drilled into our brains. How you doing?
Oh, and by drilled in, you mean by high school me
Yes.
in my fucking CD player of my car?
God damn!
I'm terrible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Do you want to hear my goddamn?
I sure do.
It's Sunday, the day that this episode is supposed to air.
Lord's Day.
It'll probably come out the next day. Sorry about it. My family and myself have been so sick all week long.
Yeah. I've heard.
I'm
still here without a mask on.
actively miserable
I'm gonna die.
and just gonna get through it. I don't know what the fuck is going around. We got goddamn H1N1 swine flu, COVID.
Oh no, you got the bird flu.
Norovirus. I don't know, because your girl did not go to the doctor to be fucking PCR tested for bullshit, because
Yeah.
I was too busy lying in bed dying.
I mean, who does?
But yeah, it was fever, pissing out your asshole,
Oh, no.
nauseous,
Oh, no.
headaches. Now I have nasal congestion. I want somebody to take my ass out right now and just end it.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm
my
in
God.
danger.
Oh, dude. And it started with my children first. And so naturally, mom's going to get sick next.
Yeah, obviously.
And then as soon as I was starting to feel slightly better, then Lee got taken out. And I was like, oh no, I'm not well enough to man the
to
ship.
carry this, yeah.
I cannot. But I did.
Yeah.
And I'm paying for it now because I actually felt good yesterday. And today I feel like literal garbage.
You overdid it yesterday.
My eyeballs are filled with goo.
Ew.
Not in them. It's
Yeah,
not like I have
yeah.
crusty eyes, but the pockets above them are
Yeah.
water weenies.
Ew. You gotta roll that shit out, man.
Oh man, Erin gave me this face roller thing. I'm sure it's made of amethyst jade.
It's jade.
Crystals.
Just jade.
Just jade. So I'm sure I'm getting my energy alignment
Mm-hmm.
accurate. But there's just a lot going on in my body. We are fighting for our lives over here.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to when I get it. Because
Hey.
I left the house and Brandon was like, I'm hot and cold at the same time. And I was like, I gotta go.
That is how it started. You cannot this thing, I don't know what it is. You cannot regulate your body temperature. I'm drenched in sweat, waking up in the middle of the night, fucking drenched in sweat.
Oh,
After
no.
birth, post-birth
Oh, no.
delivery,
Oh,
sweat.
no.
Change your sheets. Had to flip the pillows over.
Ugh.
And don't put your hand under because that's gross. It's wet.
Ew.
I've never sweat so much in my life. I have drank so much goddamn water. And it's weird because, you're hungry, you're thirsty, but then you eat or drink something and you're like, gotta shit right now.
It's coming out.
It's direct exit. It must be.
It's just a line right now.
It's like a fucking portal between my mouth and my asshole.
Yeah. Oh no. That's
Awful.
horrible.
Awful.
I can't wait. That'll be exciting.
Also, can't blame me, though, because Brandon already has it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Unless he's just faking it, being a little bitch.
But
Just
I don't
kidding.
know.
It sucks. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know. I hope not. I don't want it though. I hope he's faking it. I don't know.
I
don't know what
got fully ready because, we're recording, right? So,
Mhm.
I showered. I got real clothes on, which I haven't worn in forever.
Are these them?
I'm not in them.
Oh,
No.
okay. I was like,
As you can see if you're a Patreon, that did not last. I literally got dressed and I lay down on the couch. I was exhausted after a shower.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to ever shower again. That was far too much work.
hot water will take it out of you.
Yeah, but I laid down on the couch and I looked at Lee and I was like, I'm so uncomfortable. I think it's my pants.
Oh no.
I couldn't wear them. And so I instantly changed into PJ bottoms and I was like, who cares?
If it makes you feel any better, I am well. And I got showered and dressed in a one-color tracksuit.
You are in a one-color tracksuit.
I've never worn anything like that before. I've never worn the top with the bottoms, you know what I mean? But I was like, it came together and supposed to be
So I'm
worn
going to wear
together.
them together. Listen, I usually don't. I haven't worn one either since I was 7 when my mom used to buy the fucking matching sweater sets from Walmart.
Mhm.
But right now, with how you're looking at me and everything, you're giving me very much Squid Games vibes.
Oh.
And I never thought about it till right now.
I love it. Yeah.
I think you have a Halloween costume.
What a great fucking idea.
But in all seriousness, you look cute as shit.
it's so cozy.
Right? You look comfy. It's whatever. It does not matter.
Uh-huh. I put it on together and I was like, I don't know. What am I going to do that no one's going to see me? I'm just
No
going to
one
go
fucking
record for
cares.
1,000
You're
people.
gonna be so cozy for 1,000 of our closest friends.
Oh, man. thing. That made me laugh, though.
Oh, my gosh. What's your goddamn?
Oh, my goddamn. Well, okay, so it was going to be the TikTok ban.
I was going to ask.
It got unbanned, so that was
the hardest 12 hours of my life.
That was my goddamn for those 12 hours. My real goddamn, though, is that your girl, me, yourself, I, Erin, taught a fucking art class at my kid's second grade class.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went really well. The kids were actually super nice to me.
Yeah, they usually get very excited at an adult that's willing to talk to them.
Yeah, they were all so cute and so friendly, and they did the thing, and I didn't have to, like, tell anybody anything, and I didn't care. Like,
you
it's
didn't
not
have to
my shit,
chase
right?
glue caps around or anything?
No, I mean, I did. I cleaned up after or whatever, so then I had to, like, clean the paints and stuff. But there was, like, the one kid who was like, what color makes black? And I was like, fucking all the colors. And then he mixed all his paint, and I was like, oops.
That's my kid, by the way. Every time we paint.
But also, I could walk by and be like, that's cool. Like what you're doing here, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Not my class. Like, I'm not the parent that has to take that shit and put it on my wall.
Right?
Not my
fucking
fault.
garbage.
Yeah, my kid made a beautiful primary colors thing.
My kid knows how to fucking do this shit because I'm the goddamn teacher.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You're
man.
goddamn right. I don't know. I was so nervous about it, and my anxiety was fucking spiked, and I have committed to this, so I was like, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be a good goddamn volunteer, and my kid's going to remember this, and it's going to be a show that I was a good mom, or whatever the
That's
fuck,
right, damn it.
Yeah, and then
It was really easy.
it was really easy. It was good.
Yeah.
It went well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, after volunteering in my child's classrooms over the last couple years, which, by the way, I've only done like a couple each year. I don't have like a set schedule. Like, you sound like you got hired on as our teacher.
It's once a month for 2 classes, so it's twice a month for me. That I go in with a fucking lesson plan, and I'm like, all right, kids, sit down.
That sounds awful. Yeah.
It's
I'm
horrifying.
walking in blind. Like, hello, I'm just an extra
What
adult.
are we doing today? I will keep this kid in its seat.
Right. And usually they'll have like centers set up, which is just all the tables smushed together. And then it'll be like, you're going to help them cut out pumpkin sticks and count candy corn or whatever their center is.
Yeah.
And just doing that for probably 4 hours or something is about the time you volunteer is enough for me to think,
No.
they do not pay our teachers enough.
I could never.
I am so overstimulated by the end of that time.
Uh-huh. I believe it. So I've only done it for my second grader, right? The older kid. And he has complained about his teachers since day one.
Don't do Kinder. Kinder is where the volunteering is like,
Oh, girl, I'm going to volunteer for TK.
Watch
next.
out.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Watch
nightmare. But he has always complained about his teacher she's so strict, she's so blah, 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 all these things. That lady marched these fucking 77 kids, or however many there were.
at least.
It sounded like there were 77 of them, okay? She marched them into the classroom, got them all to sit on the fucking carpet in little rows or whatever. And just the looks and her little, like, hey, you fucking get over here, right?
Like Caesar.
The little clicks and the points and the snaps and stuff. And I was like, okay, listen, she might be strict and she might be a bitch, but this lady
got it working.
has got it fucking down.
Yep.
Like, I gotta give her credit where credit's due.
Right.
I
There's
couldn't
a
do
reason.
this. Yeah, like, she's doing great, and I could not do her job. Like, that's so fucking hard.
No way.
Not just because I can't do math, but second grade math. Zing on myself.
No, so true. I mean, my kid's kinder teacher, same. Like, she's actually really cool. I like her, but I mean, I had the advantage of talking to her before my kid ever said anything, but my kid likes her too. But being in her classroom, some of the things she says, I'm like, damn, you really don't give a fuck. Like, what are you doing standing there? How many times a week? Like, she'll call your ass out in front of everybody.
Oh, no.
You know that, like, praise in public, reprimand in private? That shit don't fly in her classroom.
Yeah.
She straight across the room yelled to me what my son had done wrong weeks ago.
Oh, no.
And he was like, shame, head down. And I was like, tracks.
Like, there are other parents here. Did you want to come closer to tell me that?
No, I mean, listen, I get it. Whatever you got to do, it's working right now. He participates now after he did that.
Second grade
she did that.
teacher. She told us in like a fucking meeting, whatever, parent-teacher meeting, she talks shit about everyone in that class. And
They do that.
I'm kind of for it. Brandon hates it. He's like, I don't like that. That's a lot of negativity. But
I know, I love it too,
will
but
call
I'm
your
that
kid
way.
to the front and then call you, like, on the phone in front of the entire class.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
I
I'm like,
can't
girl,
either.
don't ever put my kid through that. Don't ever put my kid through that. That's horrifying.
Dude, one time I was volunteering in the classroom, and there was this one kid who sat at a desk that was like against the wall by the teacher's desk, like not facing the rest of the classroom. And that's just where that kid sat.
Yeah.
And the teacher chewed that kid out so much during my 4-hour stint for reasons that I did not feel the child needed to be reprimanded
It's
for.
horrible.
But girl, honestly, I was like a little like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right? When
yeah.
I was there. It wasn't like, it was not abuse or anything like that.
Right.
It was just like what you're explaining. Like,
Mhm.
ooh, that's kind
Like,
of
that's a
uncomfortable.
lot. That would traumatize me for life. Anyway, that's my goddamn is that I became a teacher for like an hour and a half and I fucking crushed it.
Good job. I'm
right.
so proud of you.
Thank you. Are you ready to hear about some murder?
Fuck yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah. Murder.
Fuck yeah. Pigeons.
Okay. Today, I am going to tell you about Thomas Anthony Wyatt. Okay?
All right.
3 first name have motherfucker.
I was like, God damn, trying to count them, but my brain's a little slow.
It's all right.
I was like, Wyatt.
Wyatt.
That also is a name.
So, per usual, I have 0 information on the before times, and this one kind of starts off making you wish you had some context. So I apologize.
Oh.
It
okay.
is May 13th, 1988, okay, in North Carolina.
Okay.
Thomas Anthony Wyatt, who went by Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
he was 24 years old at the time, and he was serving on a road gang. Like, I'm in jail,
Oh.
and now I'm...
Like a chain gang?
Yeah, like a chain gang.
But on the road.
But on a road, yeah.
And not on a railroad.
Not on a railroad, because it was the 88.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
we still have them. But
I
you
mean,
know.
yeah, but I don't think they had, like, chain gangs. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know for a fact, but I don't think they were, like, chained up or anything, right?
I doubt.
It wasn't like a chain gang.
I doubt.
It was like a modern day one, but he still was forced to be there, right?
Right. Actually,
Right.
I think they did that in LA with prisoners in the fire.
Chain gangs?
Without the chain.
Oh, like made him go clear out and stuff?
Yeah.
I think I remember that from
Yeah,
years
and they were
ago.
all so stoked. They were like, it feels so great to like help society.
I
and,
bet,
like,
yeah.
be the fuck out of that cell.
You know how we walked across your yard and we're like, it's nice to be outside.
Yeah. Could you
them,
imagine?
right? And
Could
then, like,
you imagine?
I get to do chores. I haven't done chores in years.
Right? I mean, you get yard time, but still, not
Yeah,
the
but
same.
like you don't have to fucking wood chipper some stuff or whatever.
Oh, fuck yeah,
you
I know. That'd be great.
Either way.
Give me an axe.
Right?
I'll go
I
put
don't
a
know if they
fire
give
out.
prisoners axes.
Honestly, I don't know what
Maybe
they
just
got.
boots to stomp
They're just
them.
like,
You put out the fire
here's
with
a
this.
jacket.
Yeah.
I can lay it down like a gentleman.
Smother it. Okay, so Tommy was in this road gang, not a chain gang, probably.
Right, but he had been in trouble?
He had been in trouble. Now, I don't know what he did
That's
to get
why.
sentenced to the road gang.
That's why we
right?
would care about the before times.
Mhm.
I see what you did
Wish
there.
we had some context. I do
Okay.
not, though, right?
Okay.
So they're out cleaning the roads, whatever it is.
Right.
And he was hanging out with a guy named Michael Lovette. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to call him Mike. Who?
Mike.
Mike. He was also on the road gang. We should call him Nitro. Just kidding. We're going to call him Mike. Only 4 people are going to get
Just
that reference.
kidding. Good save.
Thank you.
So you want to confuse this whole story. We're going to call him Mike.
Because it's just a joke for me and you and maybe like one other person.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Now, I don't know what Michael did to be sentenced to ganging either, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know if they knew each other beforehand, but they're on this road gang together, Tommy
Mhm.
and Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. On this day, they decided that they had had enough, right? And they weren't going to comply with your rules anymore. And they escaped the chain gang, the road
Bum,
gang.
bum, bum.
They made a break for it. They
Oh,
fucking
no.
hauled ass and they got away. I have no idea how they got away. I don't have any
They probably just
information on that.
walked away.
They might have. Like, the guy's not looking. Fucking book it. I don't know. Get a fucking hitchhiker. They usually don't pick up the guys in the orange vests, you know?
Dude, I don't know because, like, in Tucson, you know, there's signs. Like,
Yeah, don't pick them up because
hitchhikers.
they're probably from the fucking prison.
People fucking pick them up.
They sure do.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be a goddamn sign.
So, somebody assisted them because they made it all the way down to Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, shit.
Which is 6.5 hours away-ish, right?
Jesus Christ. Where were we to start with?
North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Damn.
There's a whole ass state in between.
That's
There's a whole
the
South
South
Carolina.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Got 'em.
It's congestion. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
It's gross.
So, when they got to Jacksonville, they came up to a used car dealership and they stole a red and white Cadillac. Okay?
Ooh.
Got a little caddy.
Okay.
They drove down the coast to Vero Beach, Florida, which is roughly 3 hours away. It's like the mid-east coast of Florida.
Okay.
Okay? During their drive, they discovered that this brand new stolen used car had come with some perks.
Oh, no. What did they find?
That bitch was loaded down with a .38 caliber handgun.
What?
It had some bullets, There was a briefcase. I don't know what was in the
Did they
briefcase.
not clean the car out before they were going to sell it?
The guy could have been driving it. Mine was the driver for the lot, like that the owner drove around before I bought
your
it.
car?
Yeah, yeah. So it could have been like a local, it was a used car dealership, so it's probably just some local dude who's like, and I drive the cars.
Yeah.
And a caddy? He was like, that's a nice car, right?
And he picks the best one as like his car until someone wants to buy it.
And you got to keep your gun in your car. Where else are you going to put it?
Especially in Florida, shit.
Yeah. So there was also a briefcase, don't know what was in it, and there was a flask. I don't know if there was anything in it, right? But they came across like this perfect little car kit.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Everything I need to commit crimes.
Yeah, this is everything I needed. And at some point during their road trip, they called home from a payphone and let everyone know, like, hey, man, we're okay, right? And then they kept on keeping on.
Hey, guess what? We're still alive. Bye. You'll never know where I'm at.
You might have heard some news. You didn't hear from me, though. Bye, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on May 17th, it was 4 days after their escape, they checked into a hotel under fake names.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went to a local dive bar and started day drinking, right?
All right.
Hell yeah. And after getting some liquid courage, they decided that they needed to rob a business to get some spending money.
Maybe a bad idea right now. Maybe lay low, skip a couple more towns.
Maybe. Also, where were you going?
I was
South?
gonna ask, like, we going to Miami? We gonna hop a little putt?
Yeah,
what are we
like
doing?
you going somewhere else? Because they're like, go fucking west, bro.
I know, like, especially if you're going down.
That's what I'm saying. And they're
Florida.
at the mid-east coast now. Like, you can't go further
gotta
west. You got to go
turn.
back up north to get out of here.
Yeah, you gotta go north and west.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So, either way, don't know where they're
Unless
fucking
you're gonna hop a ship or a plane or some shit.
Sure, maybe.
I mean, isn't that the thing, though, that people go to, like, Miami or some shit and then they
Go to
skip
Cuba or
town?
whatever.
Yeah, skip fucking,
Countries.
There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure, just like how we go down to TJ, right?
Yeah, like just cross the border.
Same thing, but that sounds so much harder there because it's ocean locked to me. I'm like, you can't just catch a
I
ferry,
know,
can
right?
you?
It seems very,
But I don't know.
like
Maybe
a bad
you can.
idea.
I don't know. Anyway, on the way back to the hotel, the guys stopped at a Domino's Pizza.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And they entered the store, and Tommy showed the gun, like, this is a fucking stick-up.
Give me a goddamn pizza.
Yeah.
I want stuffed crust.
I want the fucking works.
Do you think that they ordered it or they just took whatever was being made? You know?
Well, I'll let you know, but I need to point out, I don't think Domino's has stuffed crust.
What?
Isn't that Pizza Hut? Wasn't there only one pizza chain that did the stuffed crust? Does Domino's have stuffed crust?
Now, hold on.
Okay. This is unimportant, but
I know, but you might be rocking my world, so I need to address it. Because I can tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that at this moment in time, the year 2025, you can, in fact, order stuffed crust from Domino's. Now, in the 88s, I do recall, in the 92s,
okay.
eating stuffed crust.
Uh-huh.
But we always got Pizza Hut.
Yeah. See?
So I don't know about in the
See?
80s.
See?
But I can tell you now that pretty much anywhere you can get stuffed crust.
Can you get stuffed crust anywhere?
Also,
For the
can we talk
longest
about how
time,
overrated stuffed crust
it's
is?
not good. It's
As
just
a
like a fucking,
Little girl
String
Stacy
cheese?
was like, this is God's nectar.
yeah. Just suck it right out of the crust.
Oh. Yep. That's right. All that chewy cheese that's
it's-
melted and coagulated.
It's literally, it was like a string cheese. Just rolled
Like
over it.
a tube.
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
was
horrible.
barely melted because by the time you got it,
Literally,
it was
yeah.
unmelted.
It was gross. I did not like. I loved the idea of stuffed crust, and even today, I probably would
Be
eat
like,
a stuffed
oh,
crust.
hell yeah.
If
And
someone was like, "This is a stuffed crust pizza," I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" And then I eat it and be like, "Oh yeah, that's gross."
then, are we still ordering them? Like, it's an option, but
I'm sure it's an option. I've never ordered one, like in my adult life.
my kids keep asking for it, and I'm like, no.
Let them have it, and then have one, and then be like, "That's right." Now I remember.
Fucking $40 later? No.
That's
Man,
true.
every time we order pizza, I'm like, what the fuck? It was a deal.
Yeah, you just want to put liquid gold in the fucking crust. Apparently, cheese is gold.
Ugh.
It's horrible. Anyway,
Stop it right now.
so they went to Domino's, right?
Yes, Domino's.
They went to Domino's. They're like, this is a stick up. Everybody fucking whatever. Get in the back.
Get in
And
the fucking back.
he told the delivery driver, whose name was Michael Bernouche, to take off his shirt and give it to Mike.
Oh, okay.
Do you know a guy with that name?
No. There's just so many things that went through my head. First, I was like, Danoosh, you know, whatever. And then when you threw in another Michael, I got confused for a second. It took my fucking sick brain a moment to figure that out. So
Yeah.
So delivery driver of Domino's Michael had
Yeah.
to take off his shirt and give it to Buddy Mike.
Yeah, Buddy Mike, who's part of the stick-up.
Okay.
So that, in case anyone was walking by or came inside or anything, then
We're just working.
yeah, Mike could be like, "Hey, man, I'm just working here. Don't mind them. Don't worry about them over there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just in the back doing nothing. No, I don't know how to make pizza." Or whatever he was going to say.
Don't ask me to stuff your crust, bitch.
That's at participating locations only.
And
This
I'm not
location
participating in shit.
doesn't participate in shit. So then Tommy shoved Francis Edwards, who was
Okay.
another employee at the Domino's,
Mhm.
and Michael Bernouche, the delivery driver, in the bathroom, right? He's like, you guys fucking go in there. And then
Okay.
he took the last employee, William Edwards, who
Mhm.
happened to be Francis's husband and the manager of the pizza place,
Mm-hmm.
into the office
Okay.
to open the safe, right?
Yeah.
So then once William opened the safe and gave them all the money that was in the store or whatever, right? As you do.
All $120 bills.
Right. In the 88s, probably exactly what they got, like $200.
If that, man.
So once they had all the money, then Tommy went back to the bathroom and he raped Francis.
Oh my God, you got your money, dude.
You did
Ugh.
not have to do that. Yeah. So he raped Francis and then
I bet I could guess why he was on that road gang.
I might have
Some
some
ideas.
opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Okay.
ideas as well. Yeah. Well, after he did that, then he shot all three of them in the head.
Oh
killing
my
them.
God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Horrible.
I'd be so pissed if you raped me and then killed me.
Yeah. I've been watching some Western show with Brandon lately.
Is it Yellowstone?
No, but also I was watching that one too. But every time it's, whatever, cowboys and Native Americans and stuff. And then all of the women are left. And I look at Brandon every time like fucking bullet to the head, bullet to the head,
Mhm.
bullet to the head.
Take me out.
Yeah, they're all just going to line up behind that carriage. What are they doing back there? What do you think they're doing? Are they being nice to them back there? No, they're fucking not. No, they're not.
Get
Are they
me
letting
out.
them go? Letting them run away? No, they're not.
Get me
I
out.
fucking
dude.
hate this.
I'd be murdered so fast in a captive situation.
I will kill myself so
Wild
fast.
banshee. Yeah.
Well,
Like such an inconvenience. You might as well take me out. Not even worth the rape.
right. Like be
So much
a
trouble.
wildcat so
Yeah.
that they kill you instead of
Yeah.
all the rest of it.
Yeah. And they would be like, "We're just taking you to your appointment. Like
We're
you're
saving
not
you."
being held captive." No.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Could you
Brandon-
imagine? I can't even handle somebody putting like their palm at the back of my
Mhm.
back and being
Mhm.
like, "Hello, miss,"
Go
without me
this
being
way.
like,
Don't
I'm gonna
fucking tell me where to go.
fucking bow you in the nose.
Yeah.
How dare you touch me with your disgusting body
Try and lead me places
with
Mm-mm.
your
Yeah.
ways.
Well, they did that. So
Ugh, gross.
then Tommy and Mike fled west, which, if you'll recall, we're in mid East
Florida.
Coast, Florida.
Uh-huh.
So west
So-
is just the other fucking
like
coast.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours or something, right?
Damn, is Florida that big? Is it really 3 hours across?
I think it was like 2 something.
That's actually not that bad, but
yeah.
interesting. When you think about like here to 2 hours from here is like Disneyland.
That's it. Yeah, right? So they're going west to Tampa,
Uh-huh.
okay? But barely like 40 minutes into the drive, the car overheated.
Uh-oh.
It was used.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you've been... It's like, this car drives great as long as you keep the radiator happy.
Yeah, you gotta, don't only take left turns.
I'm
or
pretty sure it's
whatever,
just the cap, though.
though. You're gonna have to replace that relatively quickly.
It'll be easy. It doesn't pass smog, but
Uh-uh.
just one cap and you'll be good to go.
It's one of those, you could take it for test drives, but don't expect it to go anywhere cars.
Yeah, you gotta hit the gas like 3 times to let it know you mean business.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to brake, you gotta pump the brakes.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't know all the tricks to this car. So
Yeah.
they were like, fuck, what do we do? They lit it on fire. They're like, let's just fucking start over.
Solid.
Yeah. So they...
You know what's more suspicious?
What?
A car on fire or a burned out car previously set on fire.
It could have just caught fire. It's not your fault. Happens, especially in the 80s.
Yeah, but like if you have a stolen vehicle, I mean, I guess
And
it might
then
be
it's on
harder to
fire.
identify. Yeah,
Yeah, but then, I guess you wouldn't get
just rip
fingerprints.
off the license plate and file down a VIN number and walk away.
They did not do
Yeah.
that. They just set it on fire. And they were like, anyway, let's hitchhike, right?
80s were a great time, you know?
What a time to be alive.
How do you solve your problems?
And they start trying to hitch a ride. They were eventually picked up by a truck driver who said he could smell a burning car.
How do you know it was a car he was smelling?
Have you ever smelled a car fire?
Never once, no.
Oh, it's a
Well,
very...
I guess on the freeway
it's
when
a
I'm
pretty
driving.
distinct
This
smell.
smells like an electrical fire?
Yeah, it smells like an electrical fire.
Yeah.
And so he's probably driving along.
Well, he's a truck driver, so he knows what a burning car.
Mm-hmm.
That's very... It's like, the burning car.
Oh, the gasoline. So he was like, oh, they must need a ride, right? He gives them a ride. That driver took them to Brandon, Florida, which is in, or I don't know if it's actually in, but it's in Tampa, according to the map that I looked at, right?
Okay, yeah. It's like you had to move Tampa aside to see Brandon.
You had to scoot in to see Brandon.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the guys check into a Budgetel Inn.
Okay.
And on May 19th, they took a taxi over to Club 92, which was a
Ooh.
bar that was close by.
Okay. Not a club.
Not a club, but Yelp shows that this bar has since closed. But there is one 4-star review from 2011 that says that it's not actually closed. It's a thriving business, and Tuesday is bike night. So
Oh.
there's that.
Well, how deceiving.
Yeah, so
Somebody blew your cover, Club 37. or
Club
whatever.
92. I don't know. Anybody in Florida, let us know if that club's still open. 'cause
What a weird, like...
Yelp says no, but fucking Mike or whoever says
Do you think
yes.
it's like in Bombay Beach when it's like there's a bar that is an establishment
Mhm.
that a little rough, but you could, in your mind, coming from the outside world into this tiny little town, be like, it has normal operating hours. And then when you're part of the town, you recognize that it's just like whenever the fuck Steve wants to open the bar
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
whenever he wants to close it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's no customers or he's just tired, like the bar closes at 8 tonight.
I
Oh,
know.
okay.
Like my aunt would be like, we should head. Like he wants to go home. And I'm like, bitch, it's 8.
I don't.
We are going till 2. We're closing this bitch down. Oh, it's closing? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. This was his job, I thought.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to get paid.
Yeah, nope. All right.
All right.
So, either way, it might be business, it might not. Somebody in Florida, let us know about Club 92 and if it is still
In Brandon.
operating. In Brandon, Florida. Either way, the guys show up because it was open that night.
What if your name was Florida and you lived in Brandon?
I live in Brandon, Florida, Brandon. Hello, I'm Florida from Brandon, Florida.
You know, the irony of it all?
The
Like your
irony.
name is a state and your
Mhm.
fucking
Place that you live is
is
a name. It'd be silly. So the guys show up, and they're drinking for a while, and then in comes Kathy Neidegger, who's a regular.
Really? That's the last name?
Why?
Because my dad always told me about a friend of his that he worked with that last name, and he ended up murdered. And he always told me to cover the story, and I had looked it up one time.
Oh.
And there's not a ton of info without going to the police,
Uh-huh.
which is in a town that I live in, so I could.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I've never heard that last name before.
That's interesting, because I was like, I don't know how the fuck to say that. So I wonder if it's spelled the same.
I don't know.
But it's a lady.
Yeah.
So it's not yours.
Could be a sister.
Could be.
Ba,
An
ba, ba.
unfortunate family connection if her brother also died.
Maybe he did the killing. I don't remember.
Oh, well, you'll
Anyway,
find
go
out
ahead.
here with this one.
Yeah.
So Kathy and the guys start chatting, hanging out, right? And there was one of those stuffed animal crane games. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
With like joystick that
Fucking rigged!
Your kid is so good at for some
I
reason.
know, man. That's so weird. What a weird talent.
Well, they were fucking dominating it too. All right,
shit.
They were winning on winning. They had stuffed animals on stuffed animals.
Could you imagine, like, 2 adults,
Yes.
tons of 2 men
Okay. So
in a bar
this
with a claw machine? Bring back the motherfucking 80s. Like, we missed the fun era.
There's coin op in downtown. We go to these places where it's like, oh, is it skee ball for adults and drinks? Shit's great.
Okay, fair, because we also have Dave and Buster's. But, like, imagine if just your dive bar had a claw machine.
That's true. They just need to bring that back
Yeah,
in general.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
Like, at the beginning of a Pizza Hut or, like,
Yeah.
Round Table Pizza.
Yeah, bring back claw machines.
Uh-huh.
I agree.
Or, like, oddly, a Denny's. I don't know. It never was
Yeah.
like that growing up, but, like, I've taken my kids to a Denny's
And
one
they're there
time.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're...
This whole situation also made me think, like, if it was us and we were regulars at this bar and
We
these
would-
guys were running the claw machine, we would 100% have been involved.
Absolutely. We'd be murdered.
100%. So,
Get me that bat in the back. I'll buy you a beer if you catch it.
yeah, right? Oh, man. It would have been a great night.
I know. There would have been weird drinking rules.
Mm-hmm. So they're winning. They're having a fucking shit ton of stuffed animals, right? They're having a great time.
Also, where are they getting the money for this? They did just rob the Pizza
That
Hut.
Domino's
or the
back there.
Domino's.
Yeah. They
There's
probably
no
got
way
rolls
those
of quarters.
3 people died for you to play a claw machine.
And win.
Fair. All
It
right.
would be more disappointing if your money went nowhere.
Which is what would happen in today's time.
Right. And
Each
then they
one of those
just
pulls
spent
is
it
like
all
$5.
at a fucking claw machine.
Yeah.
Trying to
How
get
embarrassing.
Squirtle.
Could you imagine Squirtle?
So eventually, Tommy and Kathy go outside for a bit. And then Tommy came back into the bar after about 15 minutes. And he went and talked to Mike. And then they all left. Right?
Okay.
He came in, talked to Mike, and then him and Mike went outside. They all left together.
Kathy
Okay?
with them.
Kathy with them,
Okay.
we assume. So then the next day, Kathy's body was found near Indian River County
Okay.
in a ditch. And Indian River County is about a mile from where they burned their car. So it's back on the other fucking side of Florida.
Good God, they are zipping all over the place.
Zipping all over. I was putting this into maps as like to see how far away all this stuff is and where
Yeah.
everything's going. It's like fucking 12 hours of driving that they're like from
Just
here
back
to
and
there
forth,
to here
back
to
and
there.
forth, back and
Yes.
forth. Weird.
Yes, it's weird.
Are they on drugs? Like, what is going on?
I don't know. That was another thing that was kind of unclear.
Right.
But also I thought like if him and Kathy went outside, maybe they went outside to go smoke or do drugs or do something. I don't know.
Nothing like a sweet crossfade.
Nothing. You're goddamn right. So they find her body in a ditch about a mile from where they find the burned out caddy, right?
Okay.
She had been shot once in the top of the head. The gun had been pressed to her skull.
In the top? Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
The coroner determined that she had died in the early morning hours of May 20th, so that night.
Yeah.
Mhm. And near her body, police found some of the stuffed animals that they had won in the crane game, right?
How
Inside
tragic.
of a pillowcase.
Well, that's weird.
It is
They were
weird.
just like, this is an unnecessary amount of stuffed animals also.
We need something to keep this in.
Let's go ahead and tie her to a location.
Mm-hmm.
Last known location was Stuffed Animal Claw Machine Studio 57.
Right here.
92.
Right? So then that same day, Tommy checked in alone to a hotel in Clearwater, Florida, which
Oh.
is, again, back on the west coast of Florida.
Wow. You know, that's like the home of Scientology. Fun fact.
Oh, that is a fun fact.
Thank you. No one's ever excited for random facts.
I love random facts.
Oh,
Oh, I love that you love that.
totally irrelevant.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he's a Scientologist.
But it is west of Tampa, like on the
Yeah.
coast, right?
Okay.
So he's fucking zipping back and forth.
Yeah.
And
Now he's alone.
alone. And
Wait, how are they driving?
he's driving Kathy's car.
Oh, we got to get rid of that one.
Uh-oh. Yeah. But the car was having transmission problems, so he was asking around where he could get it fixed. in
This guy's
Clearwater.
having very bad luck with stolen vehicles.
You gotta listen to it run before you commit.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Hey, man, how's your car run? This
Is that
stick
a
up.
transmission slip at all, or is it nice and smooth? Any
Yeah.
issues? I'm in the market.
Nice car. Do you
Oh.
like it? Does it run well? Gun it. Don't stay at that red light. That person's casing your car. So he's trying to figure out how to get the transmission fixed, right?
Yeah.
And there he met a man named Freddie Fox. Okay.
No, he is not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
To be fair, his name was probably Frederick, but he went by Freddie.
For sure. Nobody's going by Frederick Fox.
Frederick Fox. Hello.
Otherwise, he'd be very proper.
Frederick Fox.
All right, let's see what kind of guy this is going to turn out to be.
Okay, so Freddie seemed like a shady enough character,
Okay,
right?
tracks.
And Tommy trusted him. So Freddie rode with Tommy to take him to a place to get his transmission fixed.
Just fucking happens upon Freddie Fox. And he's like, you will not believe what I have in store for you.
Freddie's like, I know a guy. Let's go this way, right?
One thing I know is transmissions.
So they're going to see Freddie's guy. But along the way, Tommy just stops in a parking lot. He's like, you know what? Fuck that. We're not going to do that. I got a buddy. He's going to come pick up the car. We don't even need this car. Abandons Kathy's car in this random parking lot.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Freddie is like, what the fuck?
I'll walk from here.
Like, oh, okay, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Like, I don't know what the conversation was.
Yeah.
But they just left the car. Like, never mind. I don't even want to get it fixed.
And done.
So Kathy's car would be found much later, abandoned in that parking lot, with more stuffed animals inside.
Jesus, how many stuffed animals they get?
I'm telling you, they want a lot.
Dude, also,
They
see,
need to restuff the machine.
I fucking, case in point, like, he didn't burn the car and it took much longer for them to find it.
True.
See, I'm
Yeah.
onto something.
A car on
Anyway.
fire does attract attention.
right?
You're right.
Okay.
So, either way, it was found with the stuffed animals inside. Also, a white pillow that matched the pillows at the Budgetel Inn that he and Mike had stayed in.
Did it have its case?
I don't think it did. And that would have been the case connected
Right.
to Kathy's body back with the other
No,
stuffed
hold
animals.
up. Not important, but we're going to address it.
Okay.
There's 2 caches of stuffies.
Yes.
And one ends up in a pillowcase with Kathy.
Uh-huh.
And one ends up in the car still with the men. Like, these are ours.
Well, in Kathy's car. The men are no longer
Sure.
near the car, I guess.
Okay, so maybe they're like sprinkling the evidence? Or do you think they kept their favorite stuffies? That's what I'm over here asking. Like,
No, I told her she could have the elephant.
right.
And I'm going to honor that.
The
even if
devil's in
she's
the
dead.
details.
You're
you know?
not wrong. Like, what did they keep? What did they give her?
Why? Unless there's drugs involved, because then there is no logic.
Yeah.
But, like, what was the logic behind the stuffies?
You're not wrong. That's actually kind of crazy.
I have questions.
Maybe it was just the ones that were, like, left. You know, like, that one rolled under the seat. And they're like, there's more stuffed animals in this car.
Oh, maybe. Or what if there were so many and they only had one pillowcase that it was
Like,
like
it doesn't all
shove as
fit in
many as
here.
you can?
Yeah.
How
the rest in the back
unfucking
seat.
necessary. Like,
maybe-
what a silly crime.
Maybe they went to throw the pillowcase with all the stuffed animals out of the car
Oh,
into,
and
like,
some
Kathy's
flopped back
body and
in.
some left in the car. Yeah.
Oh, I could see that happening.
Maybe. And they're men, so they
And
don't,
you'd be
like,
pissed.
clean
Yeah.
well.
Mm-mm.
Like, all of it.
Don't want to keep chucking things.
Okay, so either way, also in Kathy's car, they found Tommy's hairs, or hairs that are consistent with Tommy's hairs.
Well,
'cause
sure.
It's
yeah,
88,
he's in the
right?
fucking car. Yeah. Just shedding his motherfucking hairs all over the goddamn place.
Mm-hmm.
That fool.
Tommy also apparently trusted Freddie enough to give him the 38 caliber handgun
What the fuck is going on with this Freddy?
and the bullets. I don't know.
Is he staying with them as they're gonna go find more cars?
Well, Mike's gone. at
Mike
this
just
point.
left Freddy with the gun
Well-
and the stuffies in the car.
Mike left Tommy
Oh,
with
my
the
bad.
stuffies in the car, and
My
I
bad.
guess after Kathy, they split ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Tommy was like, I'm taking the car, I'm heading west. He
Right.
went to Clearwater. Mike, haven't told you where he's at yet.
My bad. I mixed him up.
Yep. But Freddie apparently is fucking fast friends with Tommy
Yeah.
and was like, yeah, you can give me a gun. I love guns, right?
Sure.
So Tommy gave him his gun, and Freddie went and immediately pawned it, which is another thing that makes me kind of think drugs, but
Yeah.
possibly.
For cash.
Yeah, so
Get that cash.
he pawns the gun for some cash, and then Tommy learned that he had pawned the gun, and Tommy was pissed, and he was like, yo, I fucking used that to kill people.
Oh, but hey, what a good way to get rid of your evidence.
Well, I mean, to
If you
an
didn't know it
extent,
was pawned, like you
Yeah.
just gave it to someone else and left.
like, don't know where that
But
went.
then he hooks back up with Freddie? What's going on?
exactly. And he was like, yo, man, that's all my incriminating shit on it. And
Yeah.
Freddie's like, my bad, or whatever.
Well, don't fucking kill people.
He's like, you
Sorry.
didn't tell me. I don't know. How was I supposed to know?
I'm like, I didn't mean to be a rat.
I'm sorry. I just wanted the cash.
Oh my God.
So Tommy stole another car and he fled again, this time up north to South Carolina.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
he went back.
Mm-hmm. And while in South Carolina, Tommy was arrested on unrelated charges.
What the fuck are these men doing
I don't know.
everywhere?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Oh
don't
my
know what he
God.
could have
You
possibly
didn't
been
want to
doing.
go. Well, good. I'm glad he got arrested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
too. But like,
I have to remind myself because I'm like, what a fucking idiot. Why didn't you go west? And then I'm like,
Right.
wait a minute. We want him to get caught.
we're
Hold on.
not
Hold
rooting
on.
for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was the stolen car that he's currently driving. I'm not sure, but they
Oh,
did say
yeah.
unrelated charges. I feel like that's pretty related. I don't know.
Fucking right. Okay. So Tommy is now arrested.
Yeah, so Tommy's arrested, and while he's in a police interview, Tommy was asked, quote, is there someone inside of you or something that makes you do certain things in your life?
Ew.
Yeah, I know. And so Tommy was like, yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
that's
great,
the one.
great question. This is Tommy speaking.
Mhm. Yeah, he jumped right in. He was like, yep, his name is Jim,
Yeah.
and sometimes Jim goes fucking crazy, right? He
Sure.
said that Jim takes over his life when he drinks, and that, quote, Jim went crazy in Florida,
Okay.
and then that Jim had killed, right?
Uh-oh.
It's like, oh, all this, it's not, you're totally right. It's not me, it's Jim.
Yeah, Jim is such a dick.
Yeah, and so Tommy told the officer that Jim needs to be stopped or killed
He'll
before
keep
he
doing.
hurts somebody again,
Yeah.
right? And so the police were like, well, maybe we should let Florida know that we have this guy because that
Right.
seems kind of suspicious, right?
Yeah.
Jim went crazy down in Florida. Let's let Florida know, right?
Yeah. Phone him in. Phone Florida. Get Florida on the phone.
Florida was like, yeah, that sounds suspicious. We're going to go ahead and talk to him. We'd like him extradited here. We have some suspicious shit going on, right?
Ah, okay. So they called the right part of Florida.
And while Tommy was waiting to be extradited to Florida, Tommy struck up a friendship with another prisoner named Patrick McCombs.
McCombs? Sorry.
So it's 2 O's. So I think it's McCombs.
I think you're right.
But it could be McCombs. I don't know. But
never mind. I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it. He told Pat everything. Okay?
Oh, shit.
He was like, yo, I was fast friends with Freddie. I'm going to be fucking faster friends with Pat. Right?
Dude, this guy, he's got loose lips.
He's got loose lips. He just wants a friend. He just needs to talk.
Yeah,
He's been through a lot.
He has.
He just needs to talk.
Traumatic.
And Pat, in turn, was like, hold on, slow down. I'm taking notes.
Speaking of my microphone.
I need to tell the police everything.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Mike had made his way back home to Statesville, North Carolina. Okay?
Oh,
and
he
went
also,
all the way north.
He also went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Following Kathy's murder, he took off. I'm assuming stole his own car or hitched his way up to North Carolina. Right.
Uh-huh.
And there.
So weird that they parted ways. Like, I wonder what happened.
I don't know for sure, but I have thoughts.
Okay.
Maybe I'll tell you about them.
Okay. Maybe I'll tell you.
Maybe I'll tell you.
If you're lucky.
I'll let you have some thoughts too, though. So he goes right back up to North Carolina, and there he surrendered to police, and he admitted to his part in this whole crime scheme.
Oh, shit. He was like, listen.
He was like, some shit got out of hand.
Maybe it was drugs.
I think it probably was drugs.
Yeah.
And
Because nobody...
I don't have a lot of evidence on this, but I kind of feel like Mike was brought along in most of it. Like, Tommy did the killing at the Domino's.
Like, Tommy's the bad egg.
Tommy's kind of the bad egg. But Mike's also going along with it. He's taken the guy's Domino shirt. He didn't leave after the Domino's murders. He stuck with him until after Kathy's murder. But
like, he's not innocent by any means.
Not at all.
You're thinking maybe influenced heavily.
Yeah, I'm thinking in my world, how I painted it, which is not at all facts or anything.
Sure,
but
that's how we operate here.
It absolutely is. I kind of feels like he was like, whoa, that was a lot, and took off, right? Like, we got
I want to go home.
Actually, I just wanted to escape. I didn't know it was going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
This has turned out to be a lot more work than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm. So he tells the police everything, right? But he said he didn't kill anybody, right? It was all Tommy. So
either that or he's trying to jump the gun.
It could be, and he could have fooled me.
The story.
I don't know.
Could have fooled me.
Could have fooled me.
Nah, not you.
I believe everything I read. So,
dude, I've had to check that trait about myself.
Yeah, it's bad sometimes. So at trial, they were tried separately with 4 counts of first-degree premeditated murder, sexual battery, 3 counts of kidnapping for the 3 Domino's employees,
right.
2 counts of robbery with a firearm, 3 counts of grand theft auto.
I wonder how they know that Kathy went willingly. Like, how come she doesn't get a kidnapping charge?
I think because people saw them leave the bar together.
Oh, okay.
And so they're like, yeah, they were hanging out. They're having a good time.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was also grand theft firearm from the stolen gun. There was arson from the car and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
God damn.
Yeah. So
they got a lot.
They're throwing the fucking book at him.
Right.
Pat, the fucking Selly back here, he testified against Tommy at trial, and he told them everything that Tommy had told him, which included details about Kathy's murder that were not public information.
Oh, shit. So Selly's telling the truth. Not just for a day out in court.
Nope. And the gun that was sold to the pawn shop matched the rifling on the bullets that were used in the murders.
Is that what it's called, rifling?
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't know that.
There you are. And
there you are.
There you are.
How are you
Glad
now?
to help. How are you now? Good you. Tommy's DNA was found inside Francis. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry. And Mike's DNA was found inside Kathy.
Oh.
Tommy was found guilty of everything except for Kathy's murder. In total, he was given 3 death sentences, 6 life sentences, 3 for the kidnapping, 2 for robbery with a firearm, and 1 for sexual battery.
Yeah.
15 years for the arson, 5 years for grand theft auto, and 5 years for grand theft of a firearm. So
Jesus. He got it all.
3 death sentences and 6 life sentences.
Honestly,
plus some years.
This is like one of the first times you're reading off the sentences that I'm like, in a while, that I'm like, that is actually fair.
Yeah.
They got him for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
All of the things.
Instead of like 15 years and you're like, what?
For what? Yeah. Like 25 to life, but there was so many things that you could have charged 25 for.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Tommy obviously appealed, as they do, right?
Right.
As much as he could, but the sentence upheld, and he eventually died in prison on February 8th, 2013.
Ooh, okay. Was he executed?
No.
Oh.
But I don't know how he died.
Interesting.
Mike was found guilty, and he received 3 death sentences as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he got all the rest of it.
What about he did the raping on because
Kathy.
it's debatable whether it's consensual or not?
I guess. Maybe.
I mean, she ended up fucking dead.
They were only charged with 1 sexual battery.
I
And
hate
was
that
against
because,
Francis.
like, at the point of someone ending up dead, you don't get the benefit of any doubt.
Yeah, like
You
consent was
kidnapped her,
probably taken
you
away
raped
before.
her,
Yeah.
you killed her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's a reason I'm not a judge.
That's fair.
Because I'd be like,
All that shit you did beforehand, like buying her dinner, I don't know, extortion or whatever.
yeah, yeah, because I know what you did in the end.
Yeah.
I know what your
I know where your
outcome was.
intentions were.
Exactly. Even if it wasn't that way and it got out of hand, it's that way.
Yeah. No, I get it. All that nice shit you did, we're actually gonna flip that now and say that was all
Yeah.
premeditated.
Yeah, because your girl's petty.
I know.
too.
I get it. I'm the same way.
Yeah. I know you are.
So Mike was sentenced, received these 3 death sentences, right?
Uh-huh.
In appeal, since he wasn't the trigger man, allegedly,
Right.
his sentence was reduced to life. He is currently serving 11 life sentences.
Jesus, 11?
Yeah, I think he got those previous 6 ones plus the 3 that were death, and then
Wait. I missed the 6. How come there were 6 life sentences?
3 for kidnapping, 2 for robbery with a firearm, and 1 for sexual battery.
They were all life sentences for those?
Those were all life sentences.
Holy fucking shit. Remember how I said this is
Yeah.
the first time I've
Yeah.
ever I have never.
1 life sentence for each of those. That's
I've
why I
never
wrote
heard
this
of-
one down, because I was like, God damn.
I've never heard of a life sentence for something that isn't murder. Have you?
Yeah, no.
Not that
I
I've
mean,
actively been
especially-
aware of,
Not
you know?
especially because it absolutely deserves to be, but like sexual battery, you've never heard of someone getting life for that.
Right. No, I'm very proud of Florida for this.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Like,
They threw the fucking book at him. Maybe because he escaped and they were like, that's embarrassing. But that was from North Carolina, so I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either, huh? Because they're in Florida now.
Yeah.
Florida's not fucking around. But
Mm-mm.
honestly, Florida's been fucking around.
Florida started fucking around again,
Yeah.
but maybe we can get him back.
All right.
But Mike is currently serving 11 life sentences at Okaloosa Correctional Institution in Florida. And that's it. That's not
What's up, Jamie Ann? Where's Okaloosa?
Yeah, I didn't look that one up.
She's going to know all the places you named off, by the
She's
way.
gonna be like, Brandon, that's right next door.
Honestly, it probably is.
Anyway, isn't that fucking intense?
That is so intense. And actually, the first time that I have been like, go on the sentencing.
Yeah. That's why I wrote that one down, because I was like, that's
It-
actually very interesting.
I know. It's also, though, just to bring in a spark of controversy,
Mhm.
it's kind of scary that you see how I don't want to say regulated, but
Hinged.
That's actually very fair.
The law system can be.
I was
whatever.
thinking
The fucking-
standardized, unstandardized.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it is so objective.
Yeah,
Subjective?
subjective.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Brain is not working.
No.
We're working on no sleep.
It's
Uh,
melting currently. Yeah, it's all up to the judge to be like, you
I
know,
know.
what? That fucking possession of a firearm by a felon, life.
I feel like we just need like a multiplications table of like
Here's what you did.
murder in the first degree,
Mm-hmm.
victims, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, you get a number for that, and then you add them all together, and if it hits a certain number, like, let's do a point system, a weighted point system,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, we'll have buckets for however many points you hit determines your sentence.
I'm for it. Let's write a letter.
I think I should run the country.
Honestly.
Stacey for president, 2029.
Yeah. Can you keep TikTok? Is that the platform? you'll be
Probably, but I
running on?
thought you were going to say, can you keep a secret? I was going to say, absolutely not. That is the one
no.
reason I will not be in any kind of governmental official role.
Okay.
Is like,
So if you ever run for president, just don't let anyone ask you if you can keep a secret.
I mean, it's all here now. It's public information.
secrets out. I can't keep them.
I'm sure. Okay, here's the deal. I can keep a secret if it's a genuine secret, right?
Yeah.
Like, this does nobody harm.
Yeah.
And,
But if
It's-
they're like, just take the American public's money and don't tell them where it's actually going.
I'd be like, motherfuckers! And I'd get a microphone and I'd be like, do you know what they do? And then,
actually putting it underground.
and then they would explain the reason, like, it's a national security issue or whatever. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, you need to lead with that. Because I am
Honestly.
unhinged. Like, you need to start there and make it convincing enough because I think you're lying to me.
That's why there isn't a woman president.
I think that's why they don't want a woman president, is we call that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I didn't mean to get so passionate. You should have told me right off the bat
I'm
that it was
insane.
serious.
Yeah, I'm fucking unhinged. I will rat you out instantly over a beer
Yeah.
and a good a lull in the conversation, and I will be like, oh, guess what I forgot to tell you?
Have you actually heard what they're up to?
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, sing us out.
Hey guys, if you guys want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. No! Yes, TikTok's back. We're good.
Yeah.
For now.
What's the, how do you say it in Chinese? The red note one? We're not on it yet. But
Oh, I've been saying it so much.
Zhaoyang Shu?
Hung Shu.
Hung Shu?
Xiao Hung Shu.
Xiao Hung Shu?
Fucking red note, whatever. We'll learn Mandarin.
We'll call that
listen,
one X.
listen. What's ow? That means fuck.
Look at you.
What's ow? What's ow?
You're good.
I think so. I think I'm killing it.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like you are too. I don't know any yet.
No, I sent them to you. What was the other one? I had one
I
more.
don't remember. It was Sweetie.
Newbie.
Yeah.
Newbie.
Uh-huh.
Newbie.
Mm-hmm.
Newbie. It's like
Newbie.
sweet, awesome, cool, something like
Newbie.
that. Anyway, I could be wrong.
You guys are totally newbie.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Bye.
Wait, I didn't finish my
Oh,
sing out.
okay.
We're on all that shit.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
you guys should come support us on Patreon for as little as $1 extra a month. You get access to a fuck ton of episodes that we have been doing over 62 months.
Also, we have another Patreon already researched, and we'll be recording it probably tomorrow or the
Something
next
like
day
that.
somewhere.
You people will be getting another Patreon
It's
this
coming.
week. But your girl Stace over here is dying, so we were going to record it today, and I cannot. You see me today. You see what I produced, and I'm sorry.
I feel like it was magnificent.
Thanks. Like, yeah, I have to be so careful when I'm not feeling well because I just pop off at the mouth.
Shit you shouldn't have said.
Yeah. Anyway. And you guys can also email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com or snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 91979.
9. And we love you guys and stay healthy out there and watch out for fires and all the other shit. And we love you and bye.
Yeah, fucking pray for me because I'm about to get sick.